Ah, 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 ah. We banged another fucking trade on the NASDAQ. Look at this shit right here. Look at this shit right here. We're up 2,000 fucking dollars on the day. It was a 400% trade. It ran over 1,000%, and I low-key wanted 1,000%. But after this little shit right here happened, and I almost fucking like literally, I was at 1,800 in profit right here, and the shit almost went to break even, and then it went to 2K profit, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna just take that shit because the stress of it going back to break even almost right there was fucking insane. But yeah, and here's the, let me alt tab real quick. Here's that proof, up 400% on the day. Where is the history? It was a 6050 DTE QQQ put contract. Now let's go to my fucking history. Now I'll show you guys this shit. Oh, that shit was way before. Okay. So pretty much woke up this morning, instant transferred a lot of my, or a decent portion of my check, like half of it, into Robinhood. Just full ported my fucking setup, you know. Got 16 contracts at 0.30, all right. Sold them off all at 1.46 for a $2,000 gain. Perfect 400%. Bang! And they ended up running to over $4 a contract. It could have been a $5,000 trade if I just held to my original TP of the $3 a con, but fuck it. Who gives a fuck? But anyway, back to the chart. Let's look at the strategy. All right, we came into market. And I was looking for a reason to dump. And off open we dumped. And I was just like, okay. Usually, whenever we dump and then we sweep London low, it'll come back up, and then it did, and we ended up forming an SMT there. I was considering even longing like down here, but my overall bias was shorting the fuck out of this. So obviously, I don't want to be stuck in a long position. Like, like I wanted to go long up until like this high up here for a second there from down here, but I just was looking at the overall picture. And then we ended up forming an SMT here. Let's pull up SPY. Oh, don't leave the fucking site. Yeah, you see that shit? That's big ass SMT of hell, bro. Um, go back to the Qs. And then pretty much I was just sitting here. Low key, I entered the contracts right here off of the SMT. I didn't even like wait for the full setup to form. Kind of a bad idea, but at the same time, I got like one of the best ideal entries of the fucking day, literally top tick. Like I think the low of the contract was literally 0.26 and I caught him at 0.3. That's pretty good, bro. So pretty much we formed a market structure shift. Let's see here. Right here, we started closing below these lows right here, and then off of that we formed an order block. And then that's where you could have entered off of the based off of the strategy, you see. And then you target opposing liquidity. Your TP1 would be this low right here, low of day. TP2, it was just like the other low of day of the previous session before yesterday. What was that? Fucking, what was this, Tuesday? So Monday low. And then next TP, fucking Monday midnight open low. Next TP, just like this area right here. And what I'm looking for from this point forward is pretty much just a retracement back up into this. And we just sink lower below 600 into 590-ish area, 589. This just shows like perfectly what I've been trying to say. The banks want to sell off up here, bro, where they already sold off at. They want to rally this shit up, fill up all the fair value in its shit, get all the liquidity all fucking soaked up in their little sponge, and then what are they gonna do once it gets back to the price point or above the price point they sold off 100 trillion? They're gonna squeeze that shit to the downside, bro. I want to see below this low right here, 582 low key. And then ultimately, like, I want to see a market structure shift and then ultimate gap fill of this weekly gap fill down here. We're probably never gonna see that shit, but I just We've never seen like a weekly gap like that ever without getting it filled, and I would love to see that filled. I know it would just provide so much juice. We could just run up the money with all the shorts on the way down, and then buy the fuck up on the NASDAQ on the way up, and and then just be straight chilling, bro. But yeah, like that was looking at a 1 minute chart setup too. Let's see if I can if it like formed on like it Loki still formed the SMT. We formed a little breaker block right here and it inverted fair value or no, that's not even a fair value gap right there. We formed a breaker block right here though in the same area as the order block on the 5 minute. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Fucking pretty good ass trade. Nothing else to really say. Just stay safe on the charts. I know there's some red folder news coming out. We got Tesla earnings coming out after close today. And yeah, till next time. Fucking fuck the NASDAQ. I forgot.